For ACUsports.com, I'm Grant Boone, talking some Wildcat football here. The home finale is upon us. Got ACU head coach Ken Collums here. Southeastern Louisiana comes to town. Really interesting, Coach, isn't it, to see what happens year to year in college football. A couple of injuries, and it can completely derail your season, as you've experienced, right?
As we well know. But college football is crazy. You're dealing with young people. You don't have a lot of depth. I don't know that anybody in the country has the depth that they actually want. But for us, as we're growing a program, we definitely don't have the depth. When you have multiple injuries, even in practice, we're losing people in games, but the problem is we're losing people in practice, and that's very frustrating. But you look at Southeastern. I mean, this is a team who won the league last year. These guys are good, and yes, and at times they've played very well this year. But they're not playing well right now. They've been beat up a little bit, and they've lost 4 of their last 5. So they can see eye to eye with us on some frustrations. But that is a proud program and a proud team, and they're going to show up to Shotwell with talented players, with a good team. We've just got to hope to force them into some mistakes and put a little pressure on our quarterback.
First and fourth quarters against Northwestern State last Saturday night, very good. The middle 2 quarters, not very good. The offense with Dallas Seeley at quarterback, I think the numbers didn't look maybe as good as what you saw on film. He did some good things, didn't he?
Dallas Seeley played well. He didn't play great. You can tell at times that he is a young quarterback. He's
Second career start.
That's right. He's still got to grow. And when you have the ball in your hand every single snap and it's on you, it changes everything. When you're a backup or where you're playing part-time, it's a heck of a lot easier. But, he did some really good things. He missed some throws, just like normal quarterbacks are going to miss throws. He rushed himself a little bit. His rhythm was a little bit off at times, and it wasn't necessarily blitz-induced. It was just his mind was working a little faster than his feet at times. But he's going to continue to grow.
We hear the term, the game slows down the longer you play it at a certain level. Is that some of what we're seeing with him? The need to slow down a little bit?
Yes, yeah, it is. I mean, all quarterbacks are hot competitors now. I mean, they're out there and they're getting after it.
It can work against them at times.
That's right, and it takes a lot of discipline in order to. You almost have to take your foot off the gas a little bit, and I always tell them, take a deep breath, and then start the play, because you can get ahead of yourself if you know what to do, but it doesn't match up with your feet. Your rhythm is immediately off. And there is such an art to playing the position of quarterback. It's not just taking a snap and throwing it to the guy that's open. There's a whole lot to manage. There's a whole lot to handle as far as looks and blitz and still being able to throw that pinpoint ball. And it's a hard thing, but you're seeing a guy grow. And the good thing, what I saw during the game is Parker McKenzie's on the sideline the last 2 games, and he's supporting Dallas as he comes off. And when we get together and talk about quarterback play, both of them are right there, and both of them are honed in. And that says a lot about Parker, and I really appreciate that.
This week, this Saturday against Southeastern, it's, as I said, the home finale, which means it's senior day. Coach, this class, which came in 2012, a couple of guys got here in 11, redshirted, or because of injury are still here. But by and large, this 2012 class, a dozen guys going to play their final home game. A lot has been asked of them, hasn't it?
Oh, no doubt. They came in expecting to compete for conference championships in Division II, and as things have played out, they're not getting to do that. And they're playing Division I ball, but they're not having the opportunity to win a conference championship. What the position we're in, we could go 11-0 and still not win the conference and still not make the playoffs. So they're dealing with some issues that, you know what? It's kind of like life. You go in and you may not get exactly what you signed up for, but nonetheless, you better bring whatever you have. You better bring it every single day, and you've got to lead people. And what we've seen is these guys are leaders, and so I'm hoping this Saturday that we can send them out with the final win at Shotwell Stadium.
And the game starts at 2 o'clock. We'll have the pregame show for you on the ACU Sports Network beginning at 1:30. For Coach Ken Collums, I'm Grant Boone for ACUsports.com.